Hey guys, this is Vicky with Southern Crossword Creations. These cake boards are at Walmart and we're going to make a really cute craft with it. I wanted to have a square, and so I had this wire wreath from Dollar Tree, and all I used it for was just to make my square. So we're going to cut this out. You can use a box cutter, but actually these scissors that I have are pretty dull, so I went ahead and just used those, but obviously you don't want to use your good scissors. So what I did is I just cut this out. And then once I get this cut out, I'm going to go ahead and decoupage some of that paper. Now, y'all know I absolutely love this paper. I've had so many questions about it. So I wanted to use some more on some crafts just to kind of show you how pretty this paper is. And it is from Amazon. And if you want the link to the paper, then just put paper in your comments and I'll get you the link for it. But it comes in like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 different little packs, and they all have like different things in them, but they're vintage. All of them are vintage. They're just so pretty. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and did, some of them are repeated patterns, and so I was really happy about that because I used the repeated patterns on this particular project because I wanted it kind of similar on both sides. Cut the excess off, and then what I did is I have this Dollar Tree foam heart, and if you don't see these at your Dollar Tree, you can make one of these out of cardboard. It won't be as 3D as this, but you can still make one of these if you don't find the heart. And then what I did is, obviously we don't have to do the middle, so we're just doing the top and the bottom. But y'all, isn't this paper just so pretty? I just love it. Okay, then I did just a layer of Mod Podge all over, and then I went ahead and took my dryer and dried it. In the meantime, while that is drying, this jumbo craft heart from Dollar Tree, we are going to use some more of our yarn. I've also had a lot of comments that you guys are loving this craft with the different types of yarn, and so we are going to use this again tonight. But what I wanted to show you, instead of doing the tassels, we're going to do pom-poms. And so what I did here is I wrapped it around 20 times, and then you're going to pull it all off and hold it pretty tight together right in the middle. Then you're going to take another piece of yarn and tie it off directly in the middle and double knot it. Now once you get this super tight, and like I said, make sure you double knot it, then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut all the loops on both sides. Now these little pom-poms you can make, they're so adorable to string them on some twine or some thread and make them different colors. You can do red, white, and blue for 4th of July. You could do Easter, do all the pastel colors. These pom-poms are just really fun to make. So after you cut the loops, then you're going to go back and you're going to just kind of give it a little bit of a haircut, any of your stragglers that are sticking out. And then once you get all of those done, you're just going to kind of roll it up in your fingers and just make it into a ball. Now, obviously, the more times that you wrap, the thicker your pom-pom. And so I started off right here in the middle and then just went ahead and hot glued my pom-pom right there in the middle. Now, we're not going to do the back, but it would look super cute if we weren't doing this particular project, and putting it on the paper backing. It would be super cute to do these pom-poms all over the heart and just have it as a shelf setter. So then once you go ahead and you're going to make multiples of these and just get them all over, and make sure you go around the edge so that way when we do decoupage or do hot glue it onto our decoupage, you won't actually see the styrofoam. Some are going to ask how many of these I made. I actually did not count. And again, it depends on how thick you do them. If you, down towards the very point of the heart, I went ahead and started wrapping 15 times instead of 20. Now, if you wanted them bigger pom-poms, so say you were like having them as, for a party decoration or something like that, I would take a piece of cardboard, whatever width that you want your pom-pom, and then once you wrap it around there, then you're going to thread, thread it. You'll have to pull it off, so it's a little bit more tricky, but pull it off and then wrap it in the middle, tie it off, and you can make these as big as or small as you want to. But I just wanted to give you just kind of a quick, I have done this for birthday parties and baby showers, and they're adorable. Okay, so here it is, partially done, and then I did not film the whole thing. You kind of get the gist of how to make these, and then once you get them all on there, and like I said, towards the bottom of them, I only wrapped my fingers 15 times. You can go down to 10 as well down there at the very, at the point. Isn't this really cute, y'all? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to just give it a quick haircut just to kind of trim it off and make it into, more of a heart. Now, if obviously you can go as far with this as you want to. I kind of like mine just kind of scattered on the front side, but if you wanted to trim the whole thing, you could definitely do that as well. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to our, actually I forgot about this one. My point was just not covered really well, and so I went back and made an extra one and put that right there on the point, and then obviously trimmed it up. So we're going to take this nautical rope from Dollar Tree, and we're going to put it around the edge of our frame. Now, if you don't have the cake, now the cake boards are really great for projects, but if you don't have them, you could obviously use a pretty thick piece of cardboard. This is pretty light craft, so I'm not really super concerned about the styrofoam heart. It is pretty light as well, and so what I did is when I went all the way around to the corner, I did poke that out because I had a thought about trying to mark it and then, put a zip tie through it. But honestly, it did not work. So I actually was going to there you go, I show you doing that right there. So I was trying to give you some, hints to kind of to see if you could put a zip tie in it, put it through the back of the board, but to no avail. So I felt like it's going to be fine and I just added a lot of hot glue on there. Obviously, you're not going to put this outside anyway, because of the yarn. So, and it stuck really, really well. Okay, so I wanted to have a hanger on it. So I wanted to keep in theme with what I already had on there. So I just cut me another piece of rope there, and then I had a hanger for it. Then I wanted to go ahead and do a super neutral bow. I did not want any color taken away from the heart, and so I just used this ribbon that I actually got. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby. But honestly, any ribbon that you have that you want to use. I'm just doing just the loop bow. I've done these on here before. And you just kind of go from one. And this ribbon is super easy to make a bow out of because it's the same on both sides. So you're not having to worry about flipping and twisting it in the back of your bow. Then I'm going to take a piece of twine and then just tie that off super tight. And I want to take a minute, y'all. I am so grateful and so thankful to each and every one of you that come on my page and, passing it down the road for me, which means share. It means the world to me. Like and comment, and I will always try my very best to get back with you in a timely manner. And again, if you want the link to the paper, just put paper. And I am going to show the buttons again that I have a huge bag of them that I also bought at on Amazon, and I love these buttons because there's so many different varieties in this pack as well. So if you want the buttons as well, the link to that, then just put buttons, or you can just put supplies, and I'll put the full list of supplies for you. And then once I get that hot glued on there, then I take that bag of buttons, and I find one that I felt like was pretty rustic but yet very elegant. And so there's so many different kinds in there that, I mean, there's bunny rabbits, there's, I mean, I'm not sure if every bag is the same, but I love them. Y'all, didn't this come out just so super sweet? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking, comment, and all the things. For more, you can visit southerncrossroadcreations.com.